Hello, I didn't see you there. Welcome to Bed of the Dead, and this is Monday. Alright everyone, it is Q&A week again here on The Dead. So for those of you out there, I'm putting a disclaimer on this video right now. For all my family and friends out there who do not want to hear about acts of nudity and sexuality, please turn this video off now. Alright, now that we've given you a chance to turn off the video, enjoy everyone. There you go.
Alright, so Lionel Frank asks, what's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you on vacation?
Go ahead, Derek.
Where do we start? My brother's wedding. We went to Indianapolis. Went to Nobles at Marion, Indiana. And we rented a bunch of tuxes. But it turns out they got them all the wrong size. Mine was parts too big, parts too small. In the middle of the ceremony, the cummerbund snapped and the button off the pants snapped. I had to hold my pants up in the middle of his wedding.
I'm not surprised.
New York City. It's my first time in New York City. We're there on a trip with the Habitat for Humanity. Finally get parked and everything. Get out of the car, fall down, and dent another car with my body.
What a fat ass.
And then let's not forget the origins of Dot, which is more of an inside joke with the gang.
Oh.
At first tidal wave, I slipped and fell in the pool and smacked my elbow onto the side. Now, as part of that happened, I didn't notice it, but my friend John, I saw him look over the side and his eyes just widened right up and this look of horror came over his face. And what's that called? What did I get?
Bursitis.
I got bursitis in my elbow, and it's like the size of like 3 golf balls. Everyone was pretty worried the whole trip, and I didn't have insurance in the States, so it was just like, let's just call it Dot.
All right, Greg, so Jake asks, how do you celebrate Halloween and do you dress up?
Halloween's one of my favorite time of years. If you've seen from my previous videos, I like horror movie and everything that goes along with it. That includes Halloween. I don't think a Halloween goes by that I don't dress up. Derek used to make fun of me for it.
It's true, and I'm one of those ones who dresses up, figures out my costume at the very end of the game. Shall I go for Beyonce, guys?
No.
Yes.
Devery asks, name something that makes you nostalgic.
I woke up like this. Oh, I'm sorry.
I woke up like this. Not flawless, nostalgic.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Nostalgic. What makes me nostalgic?
Certain songs from certain eras make me feel nostalgic. Playing certain video games, like I'm a big retro gamer guy, and Final Fantasy VI really makes me. Well, it was 3 in the U.S. Really makes me feel like I'm a kid again when I'm playing it. Same with Secret of Mana. Greg?
Yeah, I know. I have to agree. I mean, it's usually the same triggers for me. Usually music, video games. Sometimes older movies, like older horror movies, and television shows.
And like, if I listen to a song by a band I've seen performed, like I can't listen to the Weakerthan's Reconstruction Site album because it just makes me just like so giddy and so excited about how amazing that day was for me. Or same with any time I listen to Tegan and Sarah, I just get like all teary-eyed because how good they are performers. And another thing, Lady Gaga's Born This Way actually makes me feel nostalgic for the time. It was only a few years ago. It was my first time being in my first Pride Parade. And just like walking downtown, short shorts, leather harness, kicking, dancing, and just being fucking fabulous and just seeing everyone cheer me. And that makes me feel pretty nostalgic as well. Carlos asks, some of you, I've noticed, have really nice asses. Well, thank you for noticing. How do you feel about guys who focus on one body part? Guys who are ass men, guys with beards? Basically, how do you feel like when you're a steak dinner? How do you react when you're a steak dinner in front of a bunch of wolves? Greg?
I'm okay with it.
I like the attention. Like,
I don't know.
Hi, nice to see you.
For me, as somebody who didn't grow up with a lot of confidence, it's a nice change of pace for me. So
Yeah.
I'm totally okay with being eyeballed.
Yeah, same here.
Right?
Say hi sometime. Another in bed with Derek and Greg question from Carlos. I'm trying to remember how to word it. How do you react to guys who flirt with you in ways that you're not really into? Say, for example, they're into one thing that you're not really into, or they're keep trying to talk to you about making you them your boy, whereas when you're more of a daddy type.
For me, I think you might as well be honest about it and tell the person in a nice way. Don't be a dick. In a nice way that you're not interested in that.
Being a dick doesn't mean you get dick.
That's right. Well, I mean, you just have to tell them you're not interested in that.
Yeah.
You know, that aspect of sexuality, whatever it may be. Whether it be that you're not into anal or, maybe the person you're talking to is into piss play. I don't know. Just a couple of examples, but. If you're not into it, you're not into it. You just be completely honest with the person and let them make their decision if they still want to meet you. And if they continue on, then you might have to go down the block route. But hopefully it doesn't come to that.
Yeah, if it just continues and they're not getting the point, just say, sorry, it was nice chatting. Move on.
Hey, Greg.
What are you doing?
Justin had a question. Justin wants to know if you're a size queen, and if you met any other bears that are large down there, since bears are known for being large down there, where it counts.
You're asking me this in the bathtub.
Yes.
Okay. Alright, I'll answer it. Alright, so I would not consider myself a size queen. I've been around all different shapes and sizes and have found enjoyment in all of them. Well, maybe one or two that I did, but we won't go there.
Girl!
But long and short of it, I think that I think that any shape and size will work. You just have to know how to use it. Is the old adage, I believe. It is how you use it. I mean, some things may not work with certain sizes, but other things will, and you can get just as much enjoyment out of that. So, yeah, now as for your question about bears with larger members, I mean, you're probably right in the fact that the majority of them are in the average range. Probably mostly because of, let's be honest, the size of bellies and fupas and such. But there is a few exceptions to that rule out there. I'm not going to name names, but there has been a few that have popped up in our history. Hey, Derek.
Yes.
Am I supposed to give you food now for a gold coin?
All of the food. So everyone can guess what I was for Halloween.
All right.
Yes.
Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 ducks?
100 duck-sized horses?
Yes.
Steve, okay, we saw you asked that question. Now, when it comes to that, maybe a duck-sized horse is tiny, but when you get 100 of them, they're ganging up on you. So you can be taking care of 20 while they get another 60 to 80 are kicking her ass. So I would say I would rather fight one duck-sized horse. It may take a little more out of me, but you don't have the gang factor when it comes into that.
Josh Dodge asked, if you were a Disney princess, which one would you be and why?
Who would you be, Dan?
Ariel. because I like to collect things and I like to live under the sea. And I wonder where the people are. I want to see them dancing.
I'm gonna be Jasmine
Why?
because Aladdin is hot.
So John asks, who is your favorite wrestler? And if your answer is not John Cena, then you are wrong.
And I guess I'm wrong because my answer is certainly not John Cena.
I really like that new guy, TJ
Perkins.
Because chiptunes, to answer one of the other questions that come later on, pretty much get me off.
Oh god. I don't even know what to say to that. Anyway, right now, probably my favorite heel is Jericho. I love them as a combination, Jericho and Kevin Owens as the heels.
For my favorite heel right now, well, I'd say Charlotte.
Baby faces. That's a tough one.
Face?
I'm gonna go with Becky Lynch for my favorite baby face.
Bailey for mine.
Okay.
All right, so the last few questions. Colin asks, cake or death?
Cake.
Cake. Favorite Pokemon?
Charmander.
I don't know.
Charm.
Don't know which one would be my favorite. I kind of like the kind of useless one, so I'm going to go with Psyduck. Also, what is your favorite terrible 90s TV show?
Full House.
Step by Step. Wait, what about Sister Sister?
Sister was pretty good.
Sister Sister was good. Yeah, I'm going to go with Sister Sister. And Jake asks again, have you guys gone to Comic-Cons, and what do you look forward to most at Comic-Cons?
I'll leave that to you, Derek. I've never been to one.
I've been to one. I went to HowlCon last year. It was pretty cool. I wasn't really keen on spending a lot of money just to wait in line to go get an autograph and a picture. I was more excited to see the passion everyone had towards their costumes and all the cosplay. Seriously, that is like the biggest part of it. There's so much love for the characters that these people are presenting, and it's beautiful to see what this work does for people. Jack asks, Derek and Greg, if you had to dress each other up for Halloween, what would you dress each other up as? I've always kind of wanted to do the Jon Snow Samwell couple's costume, but he's never been keen on that one.
No.
Same with I want to do the wacky races, the Muttley and the tall guy. I really want to do that, but this one is not really keen on those ideas of being the short, stumpy guy.
That's true. I'd make him Tina Belcher.
Charm bomb's about to explode.
Any box can be a box full of dildos.
If you think about it, any box could have vibrators in it.
That's it.
So the Thirsty Bin opens up here with Chester. What's one move? Well, let's rephrase this. What's one move that really gets you going, gets the motor running?
Nipple play.
I like kissing. Works for me.
Play with my nipples.
Chester also asks, you're mid-session and things are going great, but what's that one move that someone could do that will push you right over the edge? Touching for me. You touch the right spot on me and I'm going.
Well, I need a particular spot, so somebody needs to rip.
Chester also asked, what's your favorite ice cream? Moon Mist.
Orange swirl.
And the last question, Glenn asks, why is it so difficult for men to be monogamous?
All right, so I don't think it's difficult for men to be monogamous. I think that, relationships have grown over the years, and people have realized that relationships are no longer a one-size-fits-all mold anymore. The most recent figure I think that I've heard is that in a recent poll of 100 relationships, male relationships, the number was actually about 50-50 between 100% monogamous and open, which when you think about it is really interesting from where we've come from to now.
It's even becoming that way in the straight world, where you're hearing a whole lot of
you
are hearing a whole lot of polyamory happening in the straight world as well.
Absolutely. So I don't think it's a case where it's hard to be monogamous, but I think people have realized that for the most part, humans are not built as monogamous creatures. And, you know, some people thrive off of monogamy, some relationships thrive off it, and that's great.
That is awesome.
If that's you and that's what you're looking for, that's great. But then there's also those people out there that like to have their cake and eat it too, so to speak. And I don't see anything wrong with either side of the coin. It's all about what you want. And like I said, in this world, being honest, I think it's probably is somewhere around 50-50 right now of men out there looking for monogamous relationships and one's looking for open relationship. So it's a matter of finding that one person that meets your needs and has the same ideals as you.
So that's all your questions this week, guys. Thank you very much for submitting them. And feel free to drop more, because there's more guys coming into the week. And certainly drop some more questions off in the bin. The link will be down below. Not to mention, we got the new boy Ben starting up again this Sunday. We've already seen what he's got to bring, and I'm really excited what he's going to bring to the channel.
All right, as always, like, share, subscribe, and tell all of your friends about us. Yay!
Yeah!
All right, everyone, have yourself a great week.